In a rare wrongful death civil trial against a police officer, Roy Oliver, convicted of murdering 15-year-old Jordan Edwards, took the stand again today. Next week, a jury will be tasked with deciding if he should be financially responsible for millions of dollars. Fox 4's Lori Brown is live at the federal courthouse in Dallas. Lori, what happened today?
Clarice, attorney Daryl Washington said that civil cases against police officers rarely make it to trial because of a provision in the law known as qualified immunity, which protects officers' actions made under the color of law. He says that this case shows why that law should be abolished, because he says a convicted felon should not have the same protections as officers who act reasonably.
All the memories come back for my son.
Odell Edwards says nearly 6 years after Balch Springs police officer Roy Oliver shot and killed his son, he still has a void in his life.
Being near him, just spending time, the smiles, the laughter, just so much. Just seeing him succeed.
Roy Oliver took the stand again Thursday to continue his testimony, our camera not allowed in the federal courtroom. The night of April 29, 2017, Oliver was a backup officer responding to complaints about a large house party and possible intoxicated teens. After shots were fired nearby, Oliver's partner yelled at an Impala driven by Edwards' brother to stop. Body cam video showed Oliver fire shots at the Impala as it was driving away. He was convicted of murder in 2018. While Oliver admitted on the stand Thursday that he pulled the trigger and said he takes the blame, he never apologized to the family. When he was off the stand, he made a thumbs up or down motion to his family, seeking their opinion on how he did.
If he was sorry about what he did, we wouldn't be here today. All right, he wouldn't be on that stand still trying to make excuses for taking Jordan's life.
Edwards' attorney Daryl Washington said this is one of the few wrongful death civil suits against a police officer in the country to go to trial because of qualified immunity. That is a provision designed to protect police officers for their actions on the job.
Immunity should be something, if it's going to ever exist, it should only exist for people who are doing the proper things, but it should not be a shield for an officer who intentionally takes the life of an innocent kid.
An economist told the jury the estimated statistical value of Edwards' life was $7.7 million. And while Oliver may be eligible for parole in 2 years, it's a sum he may never be able to repay. That's why Washington hopes this case can show why it should become mandatory for police officers to have liability coverage.
You're talking about individuals who are walking around with a weapon that can take some person's life. It's like having an 18-wheeler driving around this city with no liability insurance.
Washington says insurance would also have the effect of getting rid of officers with risky behavior because they would not be able to get insurance. The trial will resume with closing arguments Monday. Clarice.